everybody. It's Friday, and I cannot wait a second. I'm jumping right into it. It's the Quite Frankly Elevation Blend Coffee. It's the only coffee I drink. When I have a choice, at least. And KetoBrainz. I'm drinking it hot today, so the KetoBrainz just kind of melted right into it. No resistance, creamy goodness. And I'm going to be going at a mile a minute. A mile a minute. A mile an hour. That would be horrible, wouldn't it? It's Friday morning, though, the 14th of August, and I can't wait to speak with you guys because that's what we do on Friday. It's a new time slot, so people who can't usually watch are watching, and we have a different approach. I'm just reading the general chat. We're watching some reels. We're asking some questions. Today, I'd like to take some calls. I think that would really be great. Be wonderful to have you guys here for some calls. Let's see what's going on in the chat. Let's see. Are we even live? Tell me that YouTube split up the streams again. Tell me that that's what. Oh, of course. So the one that I scheduled on YouTube is now just like an empty husk. I'm gonna have to do that over. But at least I'll just jump into this one. Say hello to everybody. Good to see you all. Then I'll get to Rumble and to Pilled and everything else. How you guys doing? Good morning, Wichita. Ann Christ, good morning. Lisa Gray, good morrow. Good morrow. 509 Divine Pines, how are you? I think I'm getting a free sample of that coffee with my new order of KetoBrainz. No, you're getting a free sample, I think, of the coffee that Molly has. There's like a KetoBrainz, like almost like a coffee over there. But either way, I'm telling you, the KetoBrainz makes all coffee go to the next level. I brought those packs with me to Maine. I was just dropping them in every damn cup of coffee that we had everywhere. And it was heaven. So, it's a beautiful day out today. Lauren and Aurora just went off to my father-in-law's for a little while. Throw her into the pool. And while I do this. Now, obviously, there's some other things going on. There's obviously some other things going on the internet right now. I think in any minute there's going to be that big debate, the Candace Owens debate and all that stuff. I'll peek in on that sometime later on. So, at least you don't have to pay to go to that circus. It'll be out there for everybody to see, to comment on, and I'm sure I'll get some opinions from people who stop by the show over the course of next week, and we'll see how much the world changes. Other than that, I don't know. What do you guys feel in this? I have a couple of questions for you. First of all, Nephilim says, topping off your coffee, and he dropped in a Rumble rant. I can't tell you the last time I got a Rumble rant on a Friday morning. Thank you, Nephilim. Watercolor Blue says, good morning, Frank, and all the Franklies. It's Friday. Indeed it is. And NZ5 was wishing us a good morning as soon as I scheduled the show today, so that's been there for a little bit. You guys just have a good time no matter where you're chatting. Over on Pilled, Vesper, good morning. Dewdrop, good morning. Mile a minute would be fast for a portion of my commute. I know. The mile a minute standard is so key for long trips. When you are every stretch of a road trip yields another 150 miles, 300 miles, whatever. Especially the 300-mile stretch that you get going through North Carolina or something like that when you're driving down the East Coast on I-95. And just working off that standard is so good because that, okay, well, obviously I got to keep this above 60. But the real question is, we want to take miles off of this total. In good time, I'm always doing math calculations while Lauren and Aurora are either snoozing or something else. I'm just doing like mile math. Okay, so if I maintain 80 miles an hour, what is that? A mile and a third a minute? good for me. I can't go faster than that. Not with people in the car. When I don't have anybody in the car, I'll put my life in danger a little bit more. But other than that, mile a minute, it's pretty damn good. Rosie Rose says, is it the debate with the Wilson brother? Yes. Owen and Luke Wilson's brother. Just incredible. All the stuff on the internet. Okay, so here's the question for you. In the thumbnail tonight, I put a little bit of a hit of, Playland Park in Rye, New York, because we're just thinking about the end of summer now. It's the dead middle of August, and I wanted to ask you guys if you wanted to call in with it. I'll leave the numbers on the number open at 914-200-0269. And the question for you guys, if you could just enlighten me, is what's the first sign that summer is basically over? Even though it's still 900 degrees outside for some of you, what is the first sign that summer is basically over, or we're starting to sputter? There's not enough gas in the tank and we're starting to sputter a little bit. What's the first sign for you? Don't tell me anything. Maybe it's the summer nights. Summer nights is a big thing. It could be very hot, could be over 90 degrees during the day, but you start getting those hints of you start getting a hint of fall in August. Sometimes in late July around here, when I leave the studio, the nights that the humidity is just broken by something and it's nice and cool and dry. Once it's dry, you start smelling things other than, I don't know, a musty basement. When you have the humidity around, it's all musty. And it kind of just has that, swampy feel to everything. But once that is gone, you start smelling things, my friend. Yes, you do. You start smelling. So let me see what you guys going on in the chat. When it drops from 86 to 29, about a week after Christmas. Oh, says Katie. Well, there's a text in for you. Hello from a very, very hot London. London. Random dude Y7B. It's hot in London. What is hot in London, random? Let me know what's the temperature over there in Fahrenheit, please. Pro Say Savage says school buses. Wichita says school already started over here. Yeah, I know down south school starts in August, and that always got me very uncomfortable. All of our trips to Myrtle Beach in the late 90s and early 2000s, we would go down to Myrtle Beach. All of our trips down south to either the South Carolina or down into Florida, whatever it is, all of our late summer trips would be in August. And we would get down there, and a lot of the theme parks, the water parks, they would be really, they didn't have a lot of people running around. And sometimes we would get there just for like the last weekend before kids went back to school. So whenever we would strike up conversations with local kids when we're floating around in the lazy river or something like that, they'd always be like, yeah, we're going back to school tomorrow and blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, man. Oh, shit, man. Really? It's like an Office Space. No, man. No. No, I think you get your ass kicked for saying something like that. That was always so odd to me, because of course we went back just right after Labor Day. But yeah, baseball playoffs, says Etorni. Well, I think that we're a little bit, I mean, you're in it. Baseball playoffs. We're talking October 1st, October 2nd there. Every once in a while, you'll still have a little bit of a day where it's kind of like, humid outside. But yeah, by October, we're in it. Baseball playoffs. Oh, that's something else. We're talking hoodie weather, baby. Jerry Coogan is in the chat room, everybody. Does everybody see Jerry Coogan in the YouTube chat? Jerry Coogan from Scotland. This is another reason why I go live on a Friday morning. So all of our friends who have been told by their doctors that they cannot stay up late anymore are able to hang out with us. Jerry, people miss that voice. You got to call in. Call in and wish everybody a happy end of summer, Jerry. School starts next Wednesday. Yeah. Hello, John Sis. Jedi Master Frankie says, look at that. Let me see. North Carolina can be brutal, says Nephilim on Rumble. It feels like summer up until last October. Early November due to the humidity. Late October, you mean? Late October, right. He wrote last October. Going to say, it's been summer since last October? Anywho, preseason football game, says Vesper. Well, doesn't that start this month? Isn't that starting? Is NFL already in preseason? I never paid attention to preseason even when I was watching. You better soak up the MLB playoffs, though. There might be a lockout next year. Last chance for the Yankees to win with Aaron Judge on the team, though. He's been out all year with a cracked rib. But there you have it. Okay, so that's the first thing. First sign of summer basically over. You've already contributed some things in the chat room, but you can also call in. Did I just miss somebody? Why didn't it pop up? I don't know. It says I had a missed call a couple of moments. Oh, no, that was before I even started. Someone was trying to call before the show even started. Anyway, okay, here's another thing I got for you. What is something, if you get let's say you get an unexpected 3-day weekend starting right now. Let's say today's off, Friday, Saturday. Let's say it's a 4-day weekend. Monday's off too for some reason. You have an unexpected weekend right now. What's the first irresponsible thing that you would do? Or you can see yourself doing? Here's another one for you. All very relevant questions that we can ask ourselves at this time of year. What's something you swore you were going to do this summer, but absolutely did not do? I don't think that there's anything this summer I swore I was going to do that I didn't do. That's not coming to my head. But there are things I did not do enough of. I think if I only actually sat out in the sun for just health absorption reasons, I think only like twice, and it was on a Sunday afternoon. That was it. You know, I just sat there with a cigar and I listened to some Yankee games on the transistor radio. But I'm not as dark as I was in other years, and I just feel I feel better doing that stuff. You know, I've just been in here writing a lot more and working on the show a lot more. There's been so much stuff. I guess that's all going to pay off down the line. But I don't know. What did you miss out on this summer? Huh? Let me see. To lose 10 pounds, says Texas Hop on Pilled. I wanted to lose 10 pounds and I didn't. Honestly, I don't know. I guess. I didn't read any books, says Cammy. Cammy, you got to join Cammy, someone like you who at least had that goal, there is no reason why you shouldn't join the Culture Club. It is $5 a month. Not only do you get a book club with us, you read 3 to 5 books a year with us, and we do it and we talk about it. It's awesome. It makes book reading even better. Not only that, we watch movies together. Next Friday, we're going to be watching The Terminator together. We've watched some classic films already. So many more to come. We're going to be definitely going to be watching The Godfather in November. Probably after the baby is born, because I'll be thinking about the baptism already. So, yeah, if you got a problem with reading, join. I'll hold you to account. Katie in Texas, how the hell you doing?
Hey, Frank, I'm doing great. How are you doing today?
I'm doing all right. So what are you calling in on? Things that you wanted to do that you haven't done, or how you would be irresponsible on the first day of a spontaneous 4-day weekend?
Okay, so I'll do the irresponsibility thing.
Okay.
I did not get to lay out that much this summer, because my apartment complex has been closed for repairs all summer, which is totally lame. But so irresponsibility wise, I guess you could say, I would just go straight to the movie theater and catch an 11 o'clock showing of On the Brink of War, because I get 2 free tickets because I subscribe to Angel, the app, Angel Streaming Services, Angel Studios. And whenever you subscribe at the high tier, you get 2 free tickets to all of their movies that they put out. So I would just do that first thing today.
Yeah, but that's not. I actually think that's pretty cool. That wouldn't be irresponsible.
Yeah. Oh well, I don't know. That's what I would do.
Yeah. No. Okay. Well, hey, I'm down with that. If I had an extra day off, I would go to. First thing. Actually, let me go check to see what's playing at Alamo right now.
Oh, Super Troopers 3 is out. Super Troopers 3 is out.
Is it?
Yes. I would go see that. I would go see that for sure.
Okay. Let me see here. Let me see everything that's playing at Alamo and Yonkers right now. Spider-Man, Paw Patrol, The End of Oak Street, whatever the hell that is, The Odyssey, Tony, Insidious, Out of the Further, Practical Magic 2, Wet Hot American Summer 25th Anniversary, The Dog Stars, Fast and Furious 25th Anniversary. I gotta go see that. That's on August 21st. Holy
there you go.
Oh, I gotta go. I gotta take Lauren to see that. The first. Listen, there's nothing. Do you like the Fast and Furious films?
Honestly, no, they weren't for me.
Oh God, I love them because they're so bad.
Well, yeah, okay. If you think about it that way, then yeah, it's kind of like the new Roadhouse that came out.
Oh yeah. Oh, well, see, I didn't see the new Roadhouse.
It was so bad. It was great. It's wonderful. I would definitely watch it again. I have seen it twice.
It was that Jake Gyllenhaal was in that.
Yeah,
okay.
And Conor McGregor.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? You called in with something you thought was irresponsible. It's something I would join you with. So whatever. Anyway, thank you so much for the call and happy Summer Friday.
Hey, happy Friday to you too. Bye, guys.
Take care. Okay. Fast and Furious 20th anniversary. I got to send this to Lauren. Let me see. What are the tickets? It's going to be, oh man, Friday the 21st at 7 p.m. It's almost all sold out. Saturday the 22nd at 1 and 4 p.m. There's a lot. I don't want to go to 4 p.m. No. Sunday at 1 and 4 p.m. Terrible. Monday the 24th at 7:15. It's still, I'm on air. The 25th at 7:15. I'm on air. Okay, so I see how this is going to be. I'm not taking a night off from the show so I can go watch Fast and Furious and have a cheeseburger, even though that sounds fantastic. And if I had $1 million in the bank, then I'd say, all right, fuck it. We'll do a special review show at 10 o'clock instead. Lauren and I will go live from the parking lot of the Alamo afterwards to talk about a review of Fast and Furious and how much it's changed in 25 years. We're family. How they gradually turn into absolute superheroes. They're just like street racers, and they're racing for pink slips and all that other shit. And of course, there's like, there's some kind of like, heists and organized crimes element to it and all that stuff. And then suddenly they're by the seventh movie, they are being recruited by government agencies to be paramilitary, and they're jumping from one highway to the other, leaping from a car roof across a highway. Okay, a divider where everything underneath it is just like free fall. Or which one was the one where Vin Diesel has the sports car inside of the skyscraper, and he makes a decision that the only way out is to bust his way out of the skyscraper and land into the other skyscraper. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Fast and Furious skyscraper. It's Furious 7. This is so stupid. Hold on a second. We're gonna watch this together because here we go.
Duh, cars don't fly.
Cars don't fly.
Cars don't fly. Oh,
The grenade powered him across. How could you not have fun with something like that? Oh, that is ridiculous. You have to be concerned. You have to be concerned when you're watching a movie like that with somebody and they go, "Oh shit!" Oh, that's when you feel a little concerned. When somebody goes, "Oh shit!" Like, I can't believe, did you see that? That's when you go, all right, I got to rethink my company here. But when, if you're with people and that happens and everybody's laughing, and then you know, that should be the appropriate response, unless you're 7 years old, of course. Anyway, no, I don't see anything coming in from Jerry. Somebody said Jerry's trying to call. I don't see anything coming in. Katie came through. I don't have any missed calls after that. Regal Pinguino says, I can feel my IQ dropping. No, that should fluff your soul. That should fluff your soul up. You know, Tokyo Drift is a good movie. I mean, there's some good stuff in there. Honestly, at this point, those films, there's another element to it for the earlier films, like the first four or so. Especially the first three, that there is anything with Paul Walker in it, I guess, there too, because he's gone. But they are also time capsules. They're time capsule films now. Like, whenever I watch the original Fast and Furious, what was that, 2000, 2001? 2001 is 25 years. I'm thinking about high school. I'm looking at the way everybody's dressing, the guinea tees. I'm thinking about nights like tonight in August of 2001, when me and all my friends are meeting up with other groups of friends and just going to like Playland. It's a summer night. You got the 2001, actually the whole late 90s to 2001 top 40 still playing over the speakers at Playland as you're going on rides and flirting with girls and all that other shit, or doing what you think is flirting. Had no game whatsoever. Anyway, that's summer to me. That's what summer means to me. Okay. Oh, wow. God Bless America just became a Nugget member over here on YouTube. Let me just say, you are now a sponsor of the show. I don't care how you sponsor. Obviously, a little bit more comes out off the top from YouTube if you become a member there, but it doesn't matter. You get emojis and all that other stuff over there on YouTube, but you also get into everything else. Just make sure you keep checking the community post section if you're a member on YouTube, because that is where I post all of the private links for Sunday, for all the Culture Club. You're in on all the universal perks. Thank you, God Bless America 2025. Thank you. And here's a Friday 50 from Lisa Gray. I love you. Thank you so much. Let's take a call. 719, you're on the air. Go.
Frankie.
Who's this?
Happy Friday, buddy. This is Nikki Z from Colorado.
Hey, let's go. Colorado in the house. How's everything over there? What's the weather like?
It's nice down here. It's 75 degrees, heading south. Got an impromptu, well, not impromptu, 3-day weekend, taking our daughter, our eldest, down to college at Arizona.
Okay. Well, I mean, that's I guess so. So you're on the 3-day weekend, and what are you feeling about? Is this the first college? Well, wait, no, you're not visiting college. This is it. She's moving there.
She is moving there. Moving day is tomorrow. Check in, and I'm fighting the tears back. But
okay,
I've got my wife and her in the other car. I got our little ones in the car with me here.
How many children do you have?
I got 3 girls, buddy.
Oh man.
Good Lord said I needed patience.
Oh
Still
man.
Learning.
So what are the age is 18 and what?
18, 11, and 4.
Oh, at least you still got the 4.
Sir.
At least you still got a couple of years with the 4-year-old. Aurora's knocking on 6, and she's not giving me too much grief.
Yeah, buddy, see your videos and all that good stuff, man. It's cute. They're cool. It's an amazing process. Looking forward. You guys should be looking forward to that new edition in the fall.
Well, listen,
Be awesome.
Nobody's listening right now. It's just you and me. So you're driving down to bring your oldest to college. I know this is probably an emotional thing for you. So what do you how are you breathing through it?
Yeah, just doing good, man. Kind of been not wanting to face the inevitable, I should say. Now it's kind of here smacking me in the face. So just kind of soaking it in, man. It's beautiful. This Colorado, this open space, open highway. You guys doing that trip for Route 66 next summer?
Probably not. My goal is to do it in 2028. In 27, we're just gonna give the new baby a little bit of time to just acclimate to everything that we're doing here at home. We got the jamboree that we'll do next October in 2027, and then 2028. I don't know where I don't think we're. Something tells me I don't want to go to Chicago to start the route. I just want to I want to pick up somewhere, in the middle of it, somewhere down, north of Missouri. Who knows? I want to do something. I don't want to do the whole route.
Yeah, it'd be cool. I'd suggest Arizona, man. Arizona's really pretty. Obviously not in July, August. It'd be hot as hell, but another time, that whole state's pretty.
You're right.
That Flagstaff area, you wouldn't believe that. The trees up there, it snows up there. It's pretty.
And so, in your estimation, what would be the best time of the year to make that drive, especially since we're going to be cutting through parts of Texas and New Mexico and Arizona? You just reminded me of something I always get from our friends of the show down there. Is that by May and June they're in triple digits and it doesn't yield until later in the fall. So what do you think is the best time?
Yeah, I mean probably that late September, early October time. Even then you're kind of fighting it. It might be a little bit cool, but bring your hoodies along for the adventure. Have a good time. All
right, man. Well, listen, keep us up to date. All the best to you and the family. Let me know how the drop off goes and stay in touch. This was a great call.
Hey, I'll send some pictures from down there, man. Appreciate everything you do, dude.
Thank you.
Calling in.
Well, make sure it's not the last. And does your 18-year-old, does she ever listen to the show with you?
Every once in a while she'll join in. She's not big on the podcast. Get a little made fun of a little bit, but
okay.
I wear it. It's all good, man.
Either way. Okay. Little sounds from home. So you just let her know that if she's ever lonely out there, she could put the show on and it'll be like a sound from home.
I will expand her horizons a little bit.
Yeah. All right. I'll have a good one and I'll talk to you soon.
All right, bud. Thanks.
Later. Take care. Yeah, taking some summer calls tonight. 480, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hey, Frank. It's Rosie from the Discord.
Hello, Rosie from the Discord. I know Rosie.
Hello. Hello.
So you just heard that last call.
Yes, that's why I'm calling.
Okay, yeah, because you're one of those people that are just like, Frank, it's like May 1st and it's 185 degrees.
Yes, and it can still be triple digits into October. I specifically remember being out and about on Halloween, sweating my ass off because we're in costumes and it's like 100 degrees at night. So
that's like the opposite. That's the exact opposite over here, because on Halloween night in New York, you have to make certain considerations about how scantily clad you want to, even if you're like somebody like Robin Hood and you have to have tights on or something like that. It's one of those things where we have to have the opposite. Last year when Aurora was walking around as Catwoman, she wanted so badly to just be Catwoman without having to have any kind of, optically disruptive coat on. But, 20 minutes into knocking on doors, she's shivering and shit like that. So it's the opposite over here.
I want that.
Yeah. Well,
we have had Halloweens like where I've had to put a hoodie on, but it's never like, I'm sure it's great for other people that are visiting. Like, I would say it starts to get nice, quote unquote, in October. But the chances, you just never know with how hot it can be around Halloween. Like last year, I mean, we really didn't have a winter. I never got to wear any of my cute winter clothes. Like, I don't even know why I have them, but, it's just warm all the time. And, it's kind of like a mixed bag, but I always expect it to be warmer than it is cooler. I'm sure everybody else would find it nice, maybe if it's not if it's not in the 90s. I'm sure everybody else would find it nice. Like, what I find cold, other people find perfect. Like, if it's in the 70s or 80s, I'm already chilly.
So then, this might be something to consider.
Mm-hmm.
If I were going to stay, is it possible that for me to organize the Quite Frankly Route 66 caravan, if we did that, let's say right after, I don't know, Valentine's Day, like it's middle of February.
That's nice.
That would be a good time to cut through the South?
When does spring training start? Okay, so spring training is out here in Arizona. I don't know. You would know when that starts.
Valentine's Day.
Okay, so Valentine's. We went to a spring training game, and it was hot. So, like, we had to stay in the shade with, like, the neck fans on. So, I mean, honestly,
it's better than nothing.
Yeah, I mean, the resort prices, that's one of the ways that I know summer's over, is that the resort prices start to skyrocket.
Okay.
And that happens in September. So really, honestly, and the snowbirds start coming back in September, October. Like, it's not like the dead, heat, but it could be warm. It's what happens,
Gotcha.
That time, or in April, or February. Like, you just don't really know.
Yeah. All right. Well,
it's better than July and August.
Yeah. Well, there's never going to be any avoiding the heat of the South. I just wondered, because some of you, and thanks for the call. It's just so good to. Yeah, no, this is one of my big weather correspondents from down there. This is Rosie.
Weather reporter.
Weather reporter from Arizona. Thank you, Rosie.
Okay, no problem. Talk to you later. Bye.
Later. Yeah, no, I don't think that we're going to avoid the heat. In fact, I'd like to seek that out, especially if it's in a cooler time of year. We get the seasonal affective disorder over here. After 6 months of nothing but dreariness, March can be a slog, man. And March is just like, please, I need to feel the sunshine on my face, please. So I would love to be able to break some of that shit up by going down. But the way that some of you Southerners talk about, where it's just like, no. There's some times where it's like the Chronicles of Riddick, and you have to stay inside because you start turning to crispy critters like that. Like directed energy weapon hot. I'd like to avoid that. We'll see what happens. Anyway, let's get to a couple of reels that I have over here and things like that, and I'll check in on also, I just want to thank KetoBrainz again. Ladies and gentlemen, before Aurora went to the pool with Lauren, she said, "Can I have a little coffee, Dad?" I said, "Okay, you got it." So I made a fresh pot. And then I gave her a little thermos. I put a little bit of coffee in there, a little bit of half and half, a full scoop of KetoBrainz, because, it tickles your neurotransmitters. It is a fantastic nootropic stack that Molly at KetoBrainz put together. As she would say, I have it over here. It's on the website. Enhances acute brain performance and contains ingredients that protect and support the long-term health of your brain and mitochondria. Well, that's, we're talking about nerve growth factor there, the lion's mane mushroom itself, the MCT oil from the coconuts. That is just like, hello, baby. Let's work. It's all focus, no jitters, no crash, and it just tastes so good. Put it in whatever the hell you want. If you want some samples of this, get in touch with me. Frank at quitefrankly.tv. I'd love to send it out to you. But other than that, use promo code. Here it is. Promo code August for 15% off. You're getting stickers. You're getting kitchen magnets. And you are also in the running for this incredible end of the month prize package. And then by the end of this weekend, orders by the end of this weekend are also going to be getting samples of the seasoning, the pluck seasoning, as well as the cacao hot chocolate, ketone hot chocolate. So putting that in the chat room, re-up over the weekend. Use all of your promo codes so that yeah, it's good stuff. You can have like 1 to 4 servings a day. I usually have at least 2. All right. Okay. So here we go. First one up. Here's another question for you. This one I saw last night as I was going to bed, and I think that this is going to be interesting. Okay. First one up. Here's the question. You can only pick 2. You can only pick 2, ladies and gentlemen. Number 1, no illegal immigrants, no liberals, no tax, unlimited gear and peptides. That means like steroids and shit. A 12-inch knob, or you can delete one religion from the earth. You can only have 2. Now, I want to hear what you guys say about this in the chat room, because it's a very interesting thing. And maybe this would actually be a topic for a Monday night show or something like that. Because if you just get rid of the liberals, a lot of the taxing and regulating would go away, but not necessarily, because you have to understand, you say no liberals, most Republicans are going to disappear too. And I think that really takes care of the tax. It also takes care of illegal immigrants as well, because aside from there being an economic standpoint to illegal immigration and the more, the corporatist business end of it, of undercutting wages and shit like that. There's also the culture war aspect that liberals latch on to with illegal immigration, where they know it's going to destroy European foundational populations and of course all that culture, that democratic culture. So I think if you just get rid of liberals, it gets rid of the taxes, because like I said, it's not just Democrats. It'll take care of a lot of Republicans. It'll take care of taxes, and it'll take care of illegal immigration. It'll take care of illegal immigration just from the standpoint that there will be so few safety net programs and welfare programs, means tested programs, things like that are taken advantage of, and that are also, take the form of these grants that all of the states then use at their discretion and fund all these programs that non-citizens no doubt take part into a great degree. So right there, it would be, because, somebody who is like a little bit more on the classical conservative angle, yeah, there is a national security element to patrolling the borders and all that stuff, and making sure that people coming over are accounted for and they're doing things the right way, and people who are not doing that are turned away. Yes, that should be just common sense for any nation that is self-respecting. But if there is nothing to be taken advantage of over here, if there are no perks that non-citizens can take advantage of that come at the expense of, the dwindling privileges of being a citizen itself, they don't come. And many of them self-deport. And the only ones who do come are the ones who are just like, all right. And it almost makes the illegal immigrants that come at that point, who have no programs to take advantage of, the people that you actually want here. Okay. They end up being like the people, because I know if you live in this country, then you know people who are undocumented. You know people who are here without papers, that are here illegally. And and that's actually one of the hardest parts about, sticking to your guns about law and order and immigration and all that shit, is that, the people that you don't want to send back, that of course got here through an operation that was meant to yield these kind of mixed results. But you can't just let it go, because there are good people that come over with the bad, the dependent, the chronically dependent who are nothing but net negatives on everything, and people who across the board do not want to assimilate. So that's just the thing there. So I think no liberals takes care of illegal immigration, at least to the way that we know it today, and no tax. So no liberals is my number one. Boom. Because it takes care of the top three. Aside from that, then you just have to say, okay, do you want to have unlimited amounts of supplements and steroids? I don't give a shit about that. Who really needs a 12-inch knob? Unless you're like, I don't know. Who really needs that? And then I guess you can delete one religion. So no liberals and reserving the right to delete one religion. I don't know. What would you guys do? Mac was a great. Let me see what the people are checking out in the chat room. Let me see. What do you guys think about this? CJ548 says everyone wants a 12-inch knob, not me. I just want to cut 2 inches off. I'll go on. What do you guys think? Did I make a good enough case for? Did I make a good enough case? I think that liberals take the top three right off the bat. Then it's really just a matter of what your priorities are, your fitness goals. If you need those peptides, if you need that gear, maybe you're past the age of 50 and you're on testosterone replacement therapy or something like that, which I'm not opposed to people who are to guys who are well past 50, 55, and I don't know. Did you see Wade Boggs? Did anybody see Wade Boggs? Wade Boggs, formerly of the Red Sox, and then, of course, on the Yankees' 1996 championship team, and then I think he ended his career on the Tampa Bay Devil Rays. Wade Boggs. Let's see here. Give it to me. I know it's over here somewhere. Okay. Now, not too long ago, we heard that this guy had... Not too long ago, I heard that this guy had cancer. And I think he beat that. And here he is. How old is he? Siri, how old is Wade Boggs? He's 68 years old. Look at Wade Boggs fishing. You got to be kidding me. So that is no doubt TRT. Maybe some human growth hormone in there, because look at the jaw. I don't know. But either way, I'm okay with it. Seriously, I'm okay with it. If a man can keep any kind of, a high level of functionality and, repair, injury repair or anything like that, just by replacing what was lost, just through aging and getting into, I mean, you can't just inject yourself with testosterone and come out looking like that. Wade Boggs is putting in hours in the gym. He's putting in the time. I say go for it. Now, young guys that are going out there and saucing themselves up and they're turning their testicles into raisins and they no longer can produce their own testosterone in a time when they should be in their peak just because they want beach muscles and they want to turn themselves into a broccoli man. That's something else. But I'm totally fine with guys getting a second wind in their 50s and 60s by just replacing what was once lost. Of course, after you've exhausted everything with Jay Gulanello. Jay might say, no, all you just need is to have this, and that, and have a couple more oysters. See, that's the whole thing. We were talking about oysters last night. Everybody's like, have oysters are a natural aphrodisiac. And so is ginger. I would rather have a salad with ginger dressing on it if you want to have a little bit of a boost in the bedroom that night than have the oysters at this point. Too many people going down with brain bugs. I love oysters. All types. I like just the regular horseradish. Then, of course, just, the cocktail sauce. Because sometimes they'll just just be cut up horseradish and just put that straight on. Cocktail sauce, lemon juice. I've never been a big hot sauce on oysters kind of guy, but I don't care. I'll have it anyway. I love it. And how many... I can't take these headlines anymore. So, let me see what you guys are thinking. Wart Guy just sent out a Quite Frankly membership. Did anybody claim that? Wow. That's what you guys got to jump on. Let's see here. Jerry's still hanging with us. Oysters, oh yes, says Specs. Frank has oysters on the brain. I do. I love oysters. But the brain is the problem. I don't do raw fish or seafood. Oh, I will. I'll tell you. Speaking of the brain, this is why you see how I'm flowing right now? This is why I wish I almost had a morning show sometimes, a regular one, but Friday mornings are very special to me, and it's because of the keto brains and the coffee. I haven't eaten anything since like 5 o'clock yesterday. I'm feeling good. This will technically break the fast, though, with all the ketones in here. But it's the caloric value to the whole thing. So yeah, at this point in the fast, your liver is metabolizing fat a little bit more than it was metabolizing stores of sugar and all that other stuff, and it's that molecular energy release. Those are the ketones. So when you add a little ketone to ketone at this point is when it's just you're looking good. Here we go with the foo bar. What does that mean? Take one hit off of the pipe and you're in a perfect spot. Right now? No. I can't. Guys in their 60s now, we're juicing in their 20s, especially if they were playing college or pro ball. Well, maybe. You never know what people like Wade Boggs were doing in the 90s when everybody else was going at it. And nobody was saying anything. You can say what you want about steroids. I wouldn't want my children on it or anything like that. But as far as what it did for baseball in the 90s, it made it magical. It was a magic time. Swickley, thank you. Says no tax and delete Satanism, a.k.a. Islam. Well, that's one option. I think an option a lot of people would take. All right, so here we go. Let's keep going in. Let's go into this direction. What's the next one? Okay, this was sent to me by my buddy Josh. I think he feels like it's something I would like, and I don't think I'm going to like it just by the looks of it. Butter dipped in Dr. Pepper. I don't like her already.
Dipped in Dr. Pepper. Let's give it a...
I actually could not care less about what you're eating or what you're dipping it into, even though that's just absolutely horrible, terrible, bad life choices. I'm here to tell you that if we are ever sitting at the same table and you make those chewing sounds, you had better have the absolute sharpest utensil ever made by the hand of God or man, like right next to or in your stabbing hand, because I am flying across that table to throw hands with you and everyone you've ever loved. I say hello to the pigs at my sister's homestead farm, and they don't say hello back. They just make sounds back, you know? No sound they have ever made comes close to that one. That was horrible.
It's not even just the sounds. It's the... You see, that's the whole thing that gets me with sounds that people make sometimes, which have actually been pretty good. I realized it's not the sounds. It's a person. It's the level of satisfaction a person has and not caring. Nonchalant satisfaction. Like, first of all, the fact that this woman, this girl, was experimenting what kind of experimentation got her to the point where she was dipping chunks of butter into Dr. Pepper and said, it is good, and I now must eat the whole stick. but just the satisfaction, like yes, and I'm going to post it. I don't like you. I don't think you're a good person. And I agree with this man. I do. All right, what do we have over here? We have a couple of New York. There's 3 New York reels over here that we're going to do in the last 10 minutes. The first one is from a guy named Frankie Drago, who I would love to have on the show in studio sometime, just to talk growing up in New York and the characters that we have in and around our lives. Here is a character he just introduced, POV, every diner in Long Island, a waitress in Long Island that's serving him. This is okay.
How you guys doing? Can I get us some coleslaw?
Oh, we're good.
Why don't we do a little coleslaw? It's really wet. It's
No,
great.
we're
Okay. Yeah, my husband, Doug, used to love coleslaw before he took his own life. Yeah. Can you believe they thought it was me? Yeah. They thought it was a homicide. Can you believe they thought it was a homicide? How horrible.
I can't believe that.
Right.
No.
So where are you guys from?
I'm from here. I'm from Long Island. He's from Texas.
Texas. What are you doing over here, cowboy? Where's your lasso, cowboy? What are you gonna tie me up and have your way with me? How you guys doing?
Tie me up and have your way with me. I mean, listen, that's it. There's a lot of oversharing, especially with that generation there too. He took his life. My husband loved coleslaw. They thought it was me. Could you imagine? They thought it was a homicide. Yeah, I love following Frankie Drago. Here's another one. Oh, here's another one. Nikki Cass. This guy's in the zone. He knows. Dads when it starts raining.
Son of a bitch. I left my fucking shoes out there. It's coming down, man. It's coming down. Came out of nowhere. Sweetheart, you got a towel? Hey, you know what, though? We needed it. We needed it bad because I forgot to cover up the fucking fireplace. Damn it.
The waddle.
Son of a bitch. Anthony! Get off the fucking thing. Come outside. It's bugs. Where's our son? Is he playing the games again? Yeah, all right. It's enough, and I'm going to throw it out with the ring. There it goes. Now count. 1, 2. That was a thunder, right? What was it? How many seconds was the last one? 4. That means it's coming closer. Oh, yeah, we're going to get smoked. This is nothing. We're about to get smoked. Yeah, honey, we might as well. Oh, where were you when I was calling for your name outside? Yeah, you had the headset on. Yeah, you always had the headset on. How about you stop getting the headset on and start getting the pencil on with the books? Son of...
It's I love it. This is what I'm talking about. When people watch Sopranos, when people watch The Sopranos and they go, I don't get it. The acting is so bad. I'm like, it's not acting. Do you understand me? You know, if you spent a couple of generations over here, then you know people who you would swore were just badly paid actors, but they're actually real. It's real. These are real people. It creates so much room for comedy. All right, here's one more. This is from a girl. What's her name? Rosella Rago. Telling my Italian mom a story, but it's actually the plot of a movie. So here you go. Take a listen to this. Can you tell what movie it is?
You know what happened?
What happened?
My friend Kate from Chicago, like a lot of years ago, she was going on vacation. They were going on this big family vacation, and like they were going to Paris around Christmas time. And her husband, he was like some kind of big shot because he took their whole family on vacation. Like she had like 6 kids and his brother's whole family on vacation. It was like 20 people. So
he had a lot of money.
Yeah, he did, but like nobody knows what he did for a living, and they just like lived in this big house in Chicago. So like the night before the trip, she starts fighting with her son Kevin. He was 8 years old because like he was getting a little costumado because like he didn't like the pizza that she ordered. So instead of like giving him a smack, she like sent him upstairs to the attic to go to sleep with no dinner.
Mama, no, poor baby, no dinner. She's not Italian.
No, she's not Italian.
No, I never did that to you.
No, you never did.
Never
did. So the next day, they all go to the airport, and like she thought that everybody got on the plane, but they didn't. And she's like almost in Paris, and she realizes that she left her son back at home. So the kid, the baby, the next day, he wakes up and he realizes that he's by himself. So like at first he liked it. He was like eating ice cream. He was watching bad movies and stuff. Then he hears these two guys talking outside the house, and he's like listening to them. They're planning that they're gonna rob the house the next day. So he's like, what am I gonna do? Because like there were no phones back then. He couldn't call anybody. So he starts setting all these traps for them outside the house, and inside the house. So like when they came in the house, they all got hurt. He set one of them on fire, Ma.
Yeah,
he was like a little crazy looking back, actually. Yeah. He was like a little crazy. He was a little spostato, like, you know.
Spostato di mente.
Yeah, like he wasn't normal. So like then Kate, she's trying to get home because there weren't like a lot of flights coming home. So Christmas Eve, she finally makes it home. Okay. And then Ma,
I will report her to the IRS. You don't leave a baby like that. Come on.
CPS, Ma.
CPS, whatever.
Yeah.
I never did that to you.
No, you never. You never did that to me. And then Ma, a couple years later, you know what she does? This one, she does it again. Like they're all going to Florida, and this time like she sees him at the airport, the son. So like she knows he got on a plane, but he got on the wrong plane. He went to New York, and the whole family was in Florida.
Che si faccia spostato again. Come si può fare una cosa del genere again?
Ma, you don't remember the movie Home Alone?
Hey, don't break my balls. I capito. Ma sta pazza qua.
Ma, you know what happened?
Tu se pace. Oh man. Oh wow. So you know it's crazy because I was really. Go ahead, tell me the story. Was anybody else just roped into that story? Oh man, that's it. Call the IRS anytime something goes wrong with the kids. Call the IRS. I feel like it, but we're going in that direction anyway. Oh, we're going in that direction anyway. Don't break my balls. Okay, guys. Well, listen. I just had a couple of reels today. I said I wanted to take some summer calls, and I think that was that's the good thing. I also have something else that I would like to play next week at some point. We're gonna have Rich Barris on the show on Monday night. But in the second half, take a look at this. This is a 12-minute video I put together where I was compiling all of the voice notes that I was going back and forth with my buddies from high school about how messed up the movie Mrs. Doubtfire actually really is. Even though we still love it, we just love ripping it apart now. I got to play this for you sometime because I would be reliving it as well. And since then, all of the voice notes that we had stored on Voxer were completely wiped out, and I've since deleted Voxer altogether, which was almost like a voice note walkie-talkie kind of a thing. But now you don't even need to do that because you can drop voice notes into group texts. So, but I had all of these saved, and this is the only evidence of the things that we had, going back and forth about Mrs. Doubtfire. So we're gonna have to play that together at some point. The week is going to be a good one. Thank you for talking summer and Wade Boggs and hormone replacement and what else? Fast and Furious, jumping from building to building. You've all been wonderful Friday morning. It's good job. That's what we got. So I will see you guys on Monday. Who knows? I might even go live on Saturday night over here. Just from Studio B. I might pack myself a hookah and maybe we can play some retro rewind. We have not played that video game store game since or the movie rental game since the first night I played it. So I don't know. It'll be good. Good stuff. And in the meantime, my friends, like I said, I want to thank my wonderful sponsors. It is a coffee stream, And the coffee would be nothing without the things that make the coffee even an even bigger nootropic experience. Coffee, of course, is the greatest natural nootropic out there that you can find already ready, waiting for you in nature through the coffee bean. Thank you, God. And then all the other stuff that was gathered through nature, the mushrooms, the coconuts, and everything else, that was all put together by Molly at KetoBrainz. I put the link in the description. Use that promo code August, or if you are a sponsor, use your 20% off code and get in on the big raffle and all that stuff. So go ahead, enjoy. Talk to you soon. Jerry, you better leave us a voicemail. Jerry, I know you couldn't get through over here, but leave us a voicemail for the new week. Tell everybody hello and wish everybody well. It's speakpipe.com/quite frankly, Jerry. There's no reason why you can't leave us some voicemails. Okay, you'll make a lot of people happy. That's all I got for you right now. Have a happy morning.